business owner for 10 years. I think every business owner has this idea that I'm going to build this business, everyone's going to come, they're going to support, because it's something that everyone needs and can use, and we're going to be a millionaire in like 2 years, right? A year if we're lucky, right? And then the sad reality hits when it is like month 4 or 5, and it's like, okay, all this hype has kind of like gone down, and the reality sets in, and you have no customers. Um, but you know, for that's not everybody's stories. That was my story. So when I had gotten to almost my first year anniversary, I had this string of women, about 5 women in a row. And they were older women, and I'll say older as in over 70. They came in and they sat down, and it was on different occasions, but they all did the same thing. So they sat down and just looked around and just started smiling. So I'm like, okay, you know, they just like the aesthetics here. So when it got to like the fifth one, it actually started to like intrigue me. Like, what is that you're really smiling about? So I said, you know, what are you smiling for? She says, I'm just so proud of you. She says, we are so proud of you. And it hit me like, oh my gosh, it was pride that I was seeing on their face. And not that I had never seen pride before, but I really had never seen pride before. So, you know, I had this epiphany, um, that the pride that I was seeing on their face was really them saying, this is what we fought for. And I can't tell you what a blessing that was to be able to see, on their face, because oftentimes you are fighting to make things better for someone else. You're fighting to make this look better. You're fighting to make this process easier. You're fighting to help them not have it as hard as you had it. And you don't always get to see the fruit of that labor. And so to see the look on their faces and to see like this was what our struggle was for. And you know, they were like, you are a young black female in Fairlawn, Ohio, and you have a storefront business. And they're like, we're just so proud of you. And these are people who have no blood ties to me. They didn't see me as a child. They literally had just been referred to me to come get their nails done. Um, so I think at that moment was when I realized, like, that's what success was to me. And not only was it that that was success, that was when I realized I no longer had to market really anymore. And I know a couple of my customers like, I know you didn't got big enough, you don't have to market. And it wasn't that I had gotten big enough that I didn't have to market. It was that it hit me about my purpose. Like, at some point it's going to hit you that it's not all about money, right? It's way bigger than that. And it was, what is your legacy going to be? This is theirs. Like, I'm living their legacy. What will your legacy be when it's all said and done? And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to market. I'm just going to let God put who He wants in my chair. And I'll know that if they come to me in any type of capacity, it was because God wanted them to come. So I don't believe that things happen by chance. I don't believe that I meet people by chance. I believe that all of it is, you know, leading up to a certain point in my destiny. If you have come across my path, then, you know, God bless you. But it's not by chance. And I pray that I give you everything that you need on your journey to fulfill your legacy. Um, but that was my big aha moment of when I knew I was successful, and um, realizing what I wanted to leave more of in this world. And sharpness that is around. So when you get the opportunity to be kind to someone, do it. You never know what they're going through for the day. You don't know what your smile can mean to them. 10 years later, your smile could have changed their whole course of everything. So, continue on, my good people. Be successful. Switches.